Hey guys, so I decided to do my case study on the use of Facebook by a teacher. So, just a little background. You're an elementary school principal in a conservative community in the Bible Belt. A group of parents meets with you to inform you that one of your most effective tenured teachers can be seen on Facebook wearing a revealing dress and holding a beer in one hand and wine in the other. The inscription under her picture reads, "I'm a bad bitch." The parents want something done as they do feel that her behavior reflects the values of the school and that she is a poor role model for the students. There were a few questions or discussion questions for this, and one of them was, how do you react to their concerns? Well, I would immediately react to the parents' concerns because that's a pretty big allegation. I'd first investigate to make sure that the allegations were true. If they were, I'd request a conference with the teacher about her actions and explain to her that what she posted was unprofessional and inappropriate. Like Essex said on page 204, teachers enjoy their First Amendment rights. However, those rights are not without reasonable restrictions based on the nature of the position held and the positive image that teachers are expected to project. Even though she's a tenured teacher, she's still expected to represent the school at all times. And it was also stated that teachers, whether tenured or non-tenured, do not have the latitude to deviate from school's missions, vision, or behavior expectations. Another discussion question was what action, if any, should be taken, and then I also kind of smushed this one together with the discussion question of what is the probable solution in this case, and I said unfortunately it's going to have to be a disciplinary action. It's going to have to take place towards the teacher because there's a definite lack of professionalism in what the teachers posted on Facebook. The court's view is that teachers are role models for their students and must always be sensitive to and have a reasonable regard for the nature of the profession. So consequently, teachers always have to exercise caution when using social media, not only Facebook, but Twitter and Instagram as well, and Snapchat too now. I feel that since she is a tenured teacher, I would allow her the option to resign. However, if she decides not to choose that option, termination is really the only other choice. There was even a example in our book on page 203 that was like really similar to this, where the teacher also had alcoholic beverages and also used the B word on Facebook, and she decided to take the resignation in order to try and find a job elsewhere. I think also this would be a good learning opportunity for the administrator to use for other teachers to talk about policies for social media, just a overview or a review of the policies for the district, state, or even just the school. It could also be a good time for professional development that could be put together at the next faculty meeting so teachers know appropriate ways that they can use social media. I really do feel that it's important that teachers remember that they're role models to students and they're noticed even when they're not at school. And we are there to teach students how to be digital lifelong learners, and so it's important that we also follow the same rules that we teach our students. One of the other questions was, do you have adequate grounds to initiate disciplinary action against the teacher? And due to the nature of what was posted on the teacher's Facebook, I'd have adequate grounds to do disciplinary action. In all cases, whether the speech is verbal or written, the teacher's speech should be professional in nature and not render the teacher unfit based on the content of the speech itself. Since she was wearing revealing clothing, sporting alcoholic beverages, and commented with vulgar language, this teacher acted very unprofessional and inappropriate where members of the school community could see and have access to it. So teachers and administration may face disciplinary action when they post inappropriate images or messages on their Facebook walls. And then finally, it asked me to write a draft policy that addresses teachers' use of Facebook. So I came up with 6 policies that I thought all teachers and administrators should follow. So 1, all teachers and educational leaders and staff should know the school, district, and state rules, regulations, and policies when it comes to social media use. 2, teachers should not friend or follow students, athletes, or parents. Teachers should keep their profiles locked or private so they can choose who follow them, and then if need be, teachers should block those who they aren't sure who are following them. Pictures and statements that are posted should be appropriate and clean. No foul language, no revealing clothing, no obvious alcohol, etc. At all times, teachers are representing their students, administrators, and their schools. Do not complain about your school, student, other teachers, administration, or any other aspects of teaching on your social media. And then finally, never post pictures of your students online. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.